Welcome to the UW-Milwaukee Panther Arena. For your safety, please locate the nearest exit in the unlikely case of an emergency. Please use the following as a guide to help you determine the quickest route. If you are in Section 100 seats, please go down the steps and toward the up ramps at the north or south side of the arena. If you are in Section 200 seats, please go up the steps and use the nearest exit behind you out of the arena. If you are in Section 300 seats, please go down the steps and use the nearest exit out of the arena. If you are in Section 400 seats, please go down the steps and use the down ramp to exits on the north or south side of the arena. Thank you for coming to the UW-Milwaukee Panther Arena. Your safety is our priority. Please enjoy the event.
Welcome to the December 2021 University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee Commencement Ceremony. Please direct your attention to the floor of the arena. Our procession today is led by members of UWM's distinguished faculty. They represent the more than 1,600 faculty and instructional staff at one of America's top research universities. Today, UWM celebrates the graduation of more than 1,900 students who have completed their studies. Of those eligible to graduate today, nearly 1,400 have completed work on their bachelor's degrees, 80 are earning associate degrees, and more than 440 have reached the conclusion of their work on graduate certificates, master's, and doctoral degrees. Welcome. And now, the procession of our platform party led by University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee Chancellor Mark Monet. Among those who are part of the platform party today are many individuals who coordinate the operation of UWM, one of America's top research universities. Also present are representatives from the UW System Board of Regents, UWM Alumni Association, and UWM Board of Visitors. They are joined by Pat Baldwin Sr., UW-Milwaukee's men's basketball coach. He will deliver the commencement address. Ladies and gentlemen, family, and friends, the December 2021 commencement ceremony for the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee is about to begin.
Good morning. Is it wonderful to be here in person after 2 years of not being able to be in the Panther Arena? We're so thrilled, we're so proud of all of you for having been able to accomplish everything that you have to get here today. And I'm not talking about the traffic. You know it. This is pretty special. So, good morning. Welcome to the members of the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee Class of 2021. I'm Mark Money, Chancellor of the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, and I'm very happy to welcome our students, family, and friends to our 125th commencement ceremony. And boy, is it great to be back. This, as I said, is our first in-person ceremony since December of 2019, and we appreciate everyone doing their part to help us be in person, including wearing our mask today. On behalf of UWM faculty and staff, I'm extraordinarily proud to serve as your host, whether you're here in the Panther Arena or if you're watching online. Now will you all please stand for our national anthem. We'll be led by Sarah Melcher and Catherine Schneider, who are both from the Peck School of the Arts. Thank you, Catherine and Sarah. And also thank you to the UWM Symphony Band, conducted by Scott Corley. Let's give them a round of applause. We've made a few changes to our December commencement ceremony, so we're not only here to celebrate our remarkable graduates, but also to efficiently get through the ceremony so that you have plenty of time to prepare for that Packers-Ravens game this afternoon. Twice a year, the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee celebrates Graduation Day. For many, these are once-in-a-lifetime events. For others, this commencement ceremony may be a second, third, or even a fourth degree. In all cases, this commencement is an important event for you and for our state. And just as a quick side note, we've always thought that graduation is important, but not being able to be here for the last 3 ceremonies, I have heard countless students, family members, and friends talk about how much it means to have the ability to walk across this stage, to be able to celebrate in such a momentous way. And I'm so delighted to be here in that way, in that context, but there's a bigger picture as well. And that is what your graduation means for our state, our country, and the world. You have survived through the throes of a pandemic. You're going to continue to contribute, as you have as students already, because so many of you work. You're going to help solve problems. You're going to help address societal ills. You're going to create medical advances that we can't even imagine today. You'll make metamorphic discoveries in every field, and you're going to improve the quality of life for thousands through your research, through your applications and hard work. You'll be the entrepreneurs who amplify innovation. You'll be the class of graduates who fill the talent pipeline and create solutions for companies, nonprofits, schools, and more. As our city, state, and nation face challenging issues requiring urgent innovation and problem solving, UWM students from all walks of life are working together with scientists, researchers, and organizations to create solutions. We are the state's only public urban research university. As a public university, we're unique in that we have a dual research and access mission, and we offer the greatest possible education opportunities and support for all students. The diversity of backgrounds, thinking, and life experiences among our campus community brings out ideas that change people's lives. During my 32 years at UWM, I've seen this again and again. I'm very fortunate to visit with alumni around the world, and I'm often amazed at how far they've gone and how clearly they recall UWM as an inflection point in their life. Our alumnus, Satya Nadella, he's the CEO at Microsoft. Alumna Evelyn Brooks Higginbotham, she's a Harvard professor who received the National Humanities Medal from former President Barack Obama. To former student and 4-time Academy nominee winner, Willem Dafoe in Hollywood, I have the great privilege of hearing how UWM impacted our students and graduates far and wide. Dr. Higginbotham, for example, she talks about the C grade that she received in an undergraduate course at UWM that changed her entire academic trajectory. In her words, the critique that she had received and the specific ways to frame arguments and provide a more formal historic narrative, that's changed her career in profound ways. Let me just put that story in context. Prior to receiving that C grade, Dr. Higginbotham had been a very strong student and had kind of sailed through her studies. But that grade was a wake-up for her. Somebody who had never received a C grade, somebody who just got that kind of wake-up call. And it was that rigor, it was that challenge that made her reflect and change a lot about what she's all about. UWM similarly has changed you. We're extremely proud of your growth and all that you've accomplished. At last count, 1,920 people were eligible to participate in today's ceremony. Each of you has a remarkable story. I wish we had enough time to hear them all. What we did do was we invited all of you to share your stories, and we selected some of those stories, and then some of you were able to tell those stories on video. Let's take a listen.
My favorite UWM memory was probably going to New York for a student design competition. And the best part is we got to go for free with my amazing colleagues.
Joining the powerlifting team as a freshman and getting nominated to be a leader.
Seeing my work in a gallery for the first time. So I was in the first year program show and the Radical Jewelry Makeover show. And so the first time seeing my work actually displayed and looking so professional and proper, really cemented in my head that you're an artist, you're doing this.
What I'm going to miss most about UWM at Washington County is honestly the atmosphere along with the class sizes, because with the small class sizes, the professors, they get really close to their students.
The energy that I get from the professors, a lot of professors in the social work major breathe life.
It's a journey of memories I've made here. Like I said, I lived in the dorms. I played a klashi for many hours, staying up late at the library, my girlfriend studying. This is where I grew up and became a man.
What I'll miss most about UWM is being a part of Charge, which is a women's fitness group. We did a lot of small workouts, activities like yoga and rock climbing. It was really nice to meet a bunch of friends. I told you long ago on the road, I got what they waiting for. UWM has helped me prepare for my career in education by allowing me to be in classrooms in MPS starting my freshman year. And I have learned so much and I've gained so much experience.
Because of UWM, I received multiple job offers for after graduation, and I was able to choose my employer as opposed to having my employer choose me.
This is my second career. So doing almost 23 years in the military, UWM's helped me to transition into being a civilian in civilian life.
The School of Freshwater Sciences has helped me get connected with different internships, and it's helped me, obtain my current internship at the Waukesha Wastewater Treatment Plant.
I would have never gotten the job I have currently at the Milwaukee County Courthouse without all the things I've been involved in and the support from faculty.
It was difficult but rewarding. Not only was I a frontline worker helping treat COVID patients, I was also going to school online full-time. I made it through and I'm proud.
For future Panthers, my advice would be just to keep focused, stay determined.
Study abroad as soon as you can.
Take advantage of the mental health services offered here.
Challenge yourself academically.
Don't be afraid to step back, reevaluate, and change your mind.
You can apply yourself so much here, and all it does is help you grow into who you're going to be for the rest of your life.
I think that's the best video we've made yet. It features our incredible students telling their stories. Just amazing. And that's just a few of the examples of the captivating, life-changing experiences that happen at UW-Milwaukee every day. And I think there's some great advice to give future Panthers in there as well. We hope that as alumni, you tell your stories broadly, proudly, and in every way you can. As you move into your post-graduation lives, UWM wants to celebrate with you. You've probably already received an email from our Student Association President, Amelia Heredia, asking you to complete the first destination survey. If you haven't already done so, please grab that QR code from the posters that you see along the walls throughout the arena and complete the survey. It's pretty quick. It won't take long. It helps to share your successes. And please review that email to find out how UWM can support you in your career needs moving forward. Now let's focus our attention on how our graduates are aligned and adorned in the room here today. Those seated closest to the stage currently have or soon will be awarded their academic hoods, the color of which signify their area of study in their doctoral or master's degree. In the middle of the arena floor, there are the bachelor's or associate degree recipients. Among them are scholars wearing pewter-colored stoles who have completed their degrees through the Honors College. There are 28 students who earned the pewter stole this semester. And 6 days ago, Monday night, we awarded gold honors cords to bachelor's degree candidates from our 10 undergraduate schools and colleges. More than 400 were eligible. It was a wonderful night in Zalazo Hall. In addition, 28 associate degree candidates were also eligible. Students wearing those gold cords have maintained a 3.5 GPA or more throughout their entire academic career. Will all of those undergraduate and associate degree honor students please rise as you are able and be recognized? Thank you. There are also 10 students among those earning bachelor's degrees who maintained what we call academic elitism. Each of them maintained a perfect 4.0 grade point average throughout their entire career at UWM. I ask that each please stand or remain standing and our audience hold their applause until I've read all their names. We have 4 students earning a perfect 4.0 from the College of Letters and Science: Miranda Kruzik, Emma Laker, Brianna Schubert, and Tom Tiffany. Again, if you're here, if you can rise, thank you. From the College of Nursing, we have 2 students, Erin McKay and Julie Munt. There is 1 student from the Peck School of the Arts, Chloe Atella. We have 1 student from the School of Education, Colin Foote. From the College of Engineering and Applied Science, Spencer Ladd. And there is 1 student from the Sheldon B. Lubar School of Business, Annika Gogan. Congratulations to our 4.0 students. There's another group among our graduates who I would like to recognize. UWM has received national recognition as a military-friendly school. We have more than 1,000 students enrolled under the federal and Wisconsin GI Bills, which makes UWM the leading educator of veterans in our state. You can recognize our veterans because they're wearing the red, white, and blue braided cord. I ask that these graduates please rise as you're able, along with all of our veterans and active military in the audience, and be recognized. Thank you for your service. Another outstanding group among our graduates today are UWM's McNair Scholars. These are our future leaders who are the first in their family to attend college, who come from diverse backgrounds. These students have completed a selective and rigorous research program that prepares them to enter graduate school. You can recognize our McNair Scholars because they're wearing the black and gold stole. I ask these graduates to please rise and be recognized. So, as I'm sure you've noticed by now, I'm not alone up here. Later in today's ceremony, you'll meet all of the deans of our academic schools and colleges, and other contributors to our university. The other remarkable people on stage are here representing important areas of the university, and they are attending to witness the conferring of your degrees. Please allow me to introduce that latter group. I ask the audience to please hold your applause until all individuals are standing. Robin Van Harpen is the Senior Vice Chancellor for Finance and Administrative Affairs. Patricia Borger, she's the Vice Chancellor for Development and Alumni Relations. John Reisel is the Secretary of the University and a Professor in Mechanical Engineering. Michael Doylan is our Associate Vice Provost and Director of the UWM Libraries. Carrie Deuce is the Interim Co-Lead of our University Relations and Communications Group. Nigel Rothfels is the chair of the University Committee and a professor in our History Department. David Gilbert is the president of the UWM Foundation. Nicole Oswald is the chair of the Academic Staff Committee. Sue Westlow is the chief of staff in the Chancellor's office. Chia Yuvi Vang is our vice chancellor for diversity, equity, and inclusion, and also a professor in the History Department. Stan Yasitis is the chair, University Staff Council, and Emily Robertson is with our UWM Board of Visitors. Thank you for joining us. UWM wouldn't be where it is today without the talents of our extraordinary faculty members. Faculty, please stand and be recognized. Earlier this week, our campus was recognized for the third time by the Carnegie Classification of Institutions of Higher Education. We were recognized as one of 137 universities across the nation, and I should say only one of 137 out of thousands of universities, to be ranked as an R1. We would not be there if it were not for the incredible, extraordinary talents of our faculty. Our staff and our students contribute tremendously, but it's the faculty, front line, first and center, and I would put our faculty up against any faculty members in the country. Their talents, their insights, their research capabilities, their care for students, all the things that they do in the classroom, in the labs. I'm so proud and so honored to serve as the Chancellor of this incredible faculty. Let's hear it again for the work that they do. One of the many ways that UW-Milwaukee provides access to higher education is through our Accessibility Resource Center and its deaf and hard of hearing services. In fact, at UWM, we're the only campus in the state that has a certified program for American Sign Language. We do provide access in every way imaginable. Today, our staff sign language interpreters are Kate Block and Jill Kinahan-Cray. Let's hear it for them. You might have noticed along the perimeters and through the hallways and really everywhere today, many people today are wearing gold gowns. These individuals are the hardworking UWM commencement marshals. All of them are staff members who have volunteered part of their weekend to help coordinate your ceremony today. They're led by Chief Marshal Gwen Wallander, who is an academic advisor in the College of Letters and Science. To all of our marshals, thank you. Please stand and be recognized. The University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee is a proud member of the University of Wisconsin system. This system is overseen by the UW System Board of Regents. Bringing us greetings today is Regent President Ed Manideeds, who I will now introduce. Ed Manideeds is an attorney with the Manideeds Law Firm in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. He's a graduate of the University of Wisconsin-Superior, and he received his law degree from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. He was appointed and confirmed in the spring of 2010 to the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents and served a complete 7-year term. In 2019, in a rare move, recognizing his signal and important contributions, he was reappointed to serve a second 7-year term and was elected board president last summer, I'm proud to say, June of 2021, here in Milwaukee. His service on the board spans 3 Wisconsin governors, which is quite a feat. President Manideeds is a member of South Dakota's Standing Rock Sioux tribe. He's deeply committed to the role that the UW system plays in making our universities and the state of Wisconsin the best in the nation to learn, work, and live. Will you all please welcome Regent President Ed Manideeds.
Thank you, Chancellor. Good morning. This is a good day. I'm happy to be here with you to share in your graduation. On behalf of the Board of Regents of the University System and President Tommy Thompson, I offer you congratulations. Not only offering congratulations to you, but to your families and everyone who provided you with support on the educational journey that you've been on. You are now at the finish line, which, as it turns out, is just the starting gate. The University of Wisconsin is one of the most respected public university systems in the nation, and you are about to graduate and become a distinguished graduate of that top research university that we stand in here today, UW-Milwaukee. Just think how UW-Milwaukee's dedicated faculty and staff helped you to discover who you are. Consider how this university's research touches communities throughout the state, the country, and the world. And always remember the many friendships you have made here with fellow students. I hope many of them are lasting. You will leave UW-Milwaukee with memories, some good and some bad. But you will also leave with what I like to call the University of Wisconsin gift, which lasts forever, everlasting nightmares. In the middle of the night, you'll wake up from a dream in which you had just missed the final exam in the class that you needed to graduate. Nightmare number 2, similar to 1. You'll wake up and you're late for the final exam, which you need in the class to graduate. You've got 10 minutes left to complete it, and they're not going to give you any more time. My favorite, you graduated, you're working at a job that you love, and you're notified that in reviewing your records, it's been discovered that you did not complete the requisite number of credits in order to graduate, and therefore your diploma is revoked. I actually had that dream about a year ago. In all seriousness, you should be very proud of your accomplishments. Graduates, I hope you will display your UW-Milwaukee diploma with pride. You should graciously accept all the good wishes that come your way today. You've earned them. My fellow Regents and I could not be more proud. Congratulations again to you and your families. We wish you great success. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Regent President Manning Deeds. I hope you don't have any more of those dreams for the rest of your term. Today's graduates are about to join the UWM very distinguished alumni community. Here to tell you a little bit more about the people our graduates are joining is Scott Conger. He's the chair of the UWM Alumni Association. He's a portfolio manager with PJS Investment Management and a graduate of our Executive MBA program. Please welcome to the podium, Scott Conger.
Thank you, Chancellor Mone. Good morning. On behalf of the 200,000 living alumni and as a proud member of the class of 1991, I offer my congratulations. I also warmly welcome you to the UWM alumni family. Upon graduation, each of you automatically becomes a member of our dues-free Alumni Association, your lifelong connection to UWM. Please stay in touch by updating your contact information at alumni.uwm.edu. The Alumni Association is pleased to give all undergraduates who cross the stage today a commemorative class of 2021 coin. Congratulations to all of you. Finally, we want to keep tabs on how you're doing. And I reaffirm the request of the Chancellor to please complete the first destination survey. So to the newest members of our strong alumni network, best of luck, keep in touch, and welcome to our family of proud Panthers. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. Speaking of Panther pride, our arena team store will be open during commencement, just in case you're looking around for a few of those last-minute holiday gifts. The store is right near section number 226, right over here. You know, as I look out across the audience today, I see countless faces of support, and it's so wonderful to have you here. And I know there's more than just being here today that you've contributed. Our graduates, throughout their time in their studies, have received a great deal of non-academic support and inspiration on their journey to be able to get here today. It's come from you, parents, spouses, children, friends, family, colleagues, many of whom are here today, and many who have come from so far to support you. So class of 2021, to recognize everything that's been done by those in the audience to support and inspire you, which led you here today, I would like you all, associates, bachelors, masters, PhD students, to please rise and give your parents, family, friends, and other supporters a thunderous round of applause and standing ovation. Now, let me share a few comments about Patrick Baldwin, who is our esteemed commencement speaker and our head men's basketball coach. First, let me say there aren't many guys like Pat. His roots in education are deep. He earned his Bachelor of Science degree in Education and Social Policy from Northwestern University, where he was well known for lifting up those around him on and off the basketball court. He was one of the top players in school history, and he still stands among the top 20 scorers even after 27 years. Pat played professionally in Bosnia and Croatia before joining the coaching ranks. Ever since, he has been a force as a coach and mentor at universities in Chicagoland, Missouri, and in Wisconsin. Coach Baldwin joined UW-Milwaukee from Northwestern, and he became the 7th head coach since Milwaukee's 1990 move to the NCAA Division I ranks. Before that, he spent 4 seasons as assistant coach at Northwestern, helping rebuild his alma mater into a force in the Big Ten. We're incredibly fortunate to have him here at UW-Milwaukee. Without further delay, let us hear the energy and wisdom of our commencement speaker, Pat Baldwin. Pat.
Good morning. I couldn't hear everybody. Good morning. I think we have something like 11,000 or 10,000 in here. Good morning. Absolutely. Thank you to Chancellor Money and to the university faculty and community for the unbelievable honor to speak at the 2021 graduation ceremony. I'm graciously humbled to be afforded this opportunity. Thank you to all the graduates here today. You guys should be commended for all of your efforts to get to this point. Congratulations to all of you for wading through setbacks the last few years and navigating through a difficult period that you never anticipated. All of your hard work and effort and perseverance has paid off and culminates for all of you on your special day. I hope any notes or nuggets that I share with you glides harmoniously on your heartstrings as you perform your very own symphony for your life. Again, my name is Pat Baldwin. I am the head basketball coach here at UW-Milwaukee. I'm so honored to address you at your commencement. You may be a first-generation graduate or trek behind family members who laid a strong foundation and paved the way for you. I'm merely just affirming what those great people in your lives have already mentored you through. Your journey continues today. I offer these 4 daily vitamins to take from your experiences and guide you forward in your next chapters. Number 1, and please, number 1, remember this, stay humble. You're leaving here as big shots. You're graduates. You've accomplished some major things in your term and time here as a student. You're going to have a degree that will help you be successful. There will be some stumbling moments, trust me. Circa 2013, I wanted to show my 4 kids, Patrick, Tatum, Brooke, and Claire, that their dad was something special. I am a graduate. I was the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year for crying out loud. And that was sometime in the 1900s. I pulled them all in the living room, popped in a VHS tape of my best high school basketball game, and we started to watch the game. And I know many of you right now are trying to Google what a VHS tape is, so I'll wait until you look that up. But we started to watch the game, and I can still faintly hear my youngest crying, "I don't want to watch Dad play around." Anyway, after some phenomenal plays and some steals later, my son started to laugh and said, "Dad, you're wearing underwear." That's how short our shorts were back then. They looked like underwear. All of my kids started to laugh at the comment, "Wait a minute, you didn't see the dunk or the three-pointers?" Now, for sure, that was the last time I ever watched any of my high school games, with them, at least. Another moment where you got to be humble, and where I was humble. As a student, I was an eager student my freshman year, ready to come and prove that I belong at this prestigious university. I had a speech on a Thursday morning at 9 a.m. As a public speaking class. I didn't want to use my note cards for my speech. I was a big shot. After a bout with stumbling and stuttering through my speech, I took the notes that I refused to glance at and threw them up in the air and then walked out of my presentation. Luckily, the professor thought I was some famous person, Patrick O'Neill Baldwin. You didn't know who I was. And he gave me a chance to try again. You're going to have some humbling moments as postgraduates if you haven't already have. At the end of my senior year in college, despite my failures as a public speaker in my class, my fellow senior classmates voted me to address our senior class before our graduation ceremony, similar to this. And yes, I had my note cards then, and I used every single one of them. Humility will take you a long way. Number 2, and this is what I truly believe that you should do as well. You should write your own story. I think many of us know that there's so many people that are trying to tell us who we should be and how we should write our own story. Your book may have started either 4 or 5 years ago, or it may have been an idea sitting in a rough draft format. At some point, you have to start putting your life's manuscript together. Do not plagiarize your story or let anyone else write your story. Write your own story. Be the owner of what chapters in your life are going to look like and how they appear. Every chapter is going to be a sequence that will define you for the rest of your life. As you did when you wrote that great term paper or dissertation or thesis, do your research on your life. Let's go back. Always find out what's of personal interest to you. Never do anything needlessly. Keep your thoughts intact and always consult the opinion of other people who have your best interest at heart. As you write your own life story, it will be very important to consult with those closer to you to help you complete that perfect novel. Number 3, and this is something I know that we always do. Number 3, don't worry about proving others wrong. How many of us are trying to prove others wrong? Raise your hand, graduates. We're always trying to prove others wrong. Don't worry about proving others wrong. Prove those who believe in you right. Don't worry about proving others wrong. Prove others who believe in you right. For those of you sitting here today, I know some of you have a chip on your shoulder just like I do and can't wait to show your degree to someone who doubted you. I'm sure you can recount someone telling you that you'll never make it. I'm positive you may have heard that you don't have the grades to get into school or the money to finance your education. Just do something different and give up. I advise you not to worry about proving others wrong who doubted you. Be more concerned about proving those who believed in you right. Thank your mentor. Thank your parents. Thank your friends and many of your loved ones who believed in all of you today. That is what truly matters in this grand scheme of your day today. And the last thing I'll leave you with is number 4. Pound the rock. It's a Stonecutter's Credo by Jacob Riis. And I'll leave you with this from him. And he goes on to say, when nothing seems to help, I go and I look at a stonecutter hammering away at his rock perhaps 100 times without as much as a crack showing in it. Yet on that 101st blow, it will split in two. And I know it was not that blow that did it, but all that gone before. You have been hammering away and pounding away at the proverbial rock for a long time. Remember, it was the final year. It wasn't the final year, the latter months that got you to this point today. It was all the work you put in from the time you started until the point that made the greatest impression on that rock, which is today. And there are going to be new rocks or boulders in your pathway. You're going to have a chip again and chip away on your as often as you can. You're going to have to pound another rock to make your breakthrough in your endeavors. Congratulations on this big-time accomplishment and your monumental step to the next journey in your life and the chapters of your story. Congratulations to you graduates.
Well, Coach Baldwin, you are an inspiration. Let's hear it again for that wonderful speech. I do have to say I pounded a rock this summer, and unfortunately it pounded me back. I broke my wrist, but use a little more caution than I do when you're pounding on those rocks. So this morning we have the privilege of awarding 4 honorary degrees in the 65-year history of our university. Honorary degrees do not come easily. Such a degree is granted only after a candidate's nomination is approved by the UWM Honorary Degrees Committee, the UWM Faculty Senate, and the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents. To help conclude this lengthy process, I call on our Provost, Senior Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs, Johannes Brits.
Morning, Chancellor Money. Good morning, everybody. Chancellor Money, I call upon Dean Scott Grunnert from the College of Letters and Science to bring forward Tanit Galloway. The University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee cites Tanit Galloway, a consummate business and community relations leader. Ms. Galloway is the Executive Vice President and Chief Administrative Officer, General Counsel, and Secretary at BorgWarner, an American multinational automotive supplier with 50,000 employees. And Chancellor Money, she just mentioned this morning, all the travel between Chicago and Frankfurt and all the PCR tests that she had to do. Previously, she served as Executive Vice President and Chief Legal Officer and Secretary and Executive Vice President and Chief Human Resources Officer there. Now, prior to joining BorgWarner, Ms. Galloway was an executive here at Harley-Davidson. Her 18 years with the company included serving in various leadership positions in the legal department before becoming Vice President of Human Resources as well as President of the Harley-Davidson Foundation. A native of Milwaukee, Ms. Galloway, although now kind of being between Chicago and Milwaukee and Germany, Ms. Galloway served on the board for the Hunger Task Force, Boys and Girls Club of Greater Milwaukee, Fruited Health, Meta House, and the National Minority Supplier Diversity Council. She furthermore serves on the board of directors of W.P. Carey and of Astronautics Corporation. Galloway is also a UWM alumna and received her Juris Doctorate from the University of Chicago Law School. Chancellor Money, I am very proud to present Tanit Galloway for the honorary degree, Doctor of Corporate and Community Relations.
Dr. Calloway is indeed an incredibly impressive graduate, not just of UWM, University of Chicago, but today an honorary doctorate from UW-Milwaukee. It is upon recommendation of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I am pleased to confer upon you, Tanit Calloway, the honorary degree, Doctorate of Corporate and Community Relations.
Thank you.
I now ask Provost Brits to continue the honorary degree segment of our ceremony. Johannes.
Thank you, Chancellor Money. I call upon Dean Kaushal Chari of the Sheldon B. Lubar School of Business to bring forward our second honorary degree recipient, Stephen Davis. So, Chancellor Money, the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee cites Stephen Davis, an influential business executive and leader. He is the former chairman and CEO of Bob Evans Farms and has more than 30 years of experience leading consumer brands. Mr. Davis has served in a variety of executive and management roles with Yum Brands and Kraft General Foods, where he led the successful launch of new products as well as marketing campaigns. Mr. Davis currently serves on the board of directors of several companies, including, but I think not limited to, the following: Marathon Petroleum, the Albertsons Companies, PPG Industries, and, of course, American Eagle Outfitters. Over the course of his career, Mr. Davis has been a leader and strong advocate for inclusivity and diversity, and advised also Fortune 500 companies on this very important issue. He further serves on the UWM Lubar School of Business Advisory Council and was also awarded a Lifetime Achievement Award from our Alumni Association. He currently serves as the Nominating and Corporate Governance Chair of the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation International Board of Directors. Mr. Davis earned his Bachelor of Business Administration right here from UWM and his MBA from the University of Chicago. Chancellor Moni, I'm also very proud to present Stephen Davis for the honorary degree Doctor of Business.
Thank you, Johannes. Upon recommendation of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee and by the authority vested in me by the UW System Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon you, Steve Davis, the honorary degree Doctor of Business, and must say I'm particularly proud of Steve, not just as a graduate of UW-Milwaukee, but also having a pride of Panthers with 4 siblings in the Davis family receiving 5 degrees from UWM as undergraduates. Amazing. I ask Provost Britz to continue the honorary degree segment of our ceremony.
I'm happy to continue, Chancellor Moni. I now call upon Interim Dean Kevin Hartman of the Peck School of the Arts to bring forward our 3rd honorary degree recipient, Michael Falbo. So, Chancellor Moni, the University of Milwaukee, Wisconsin-Milwaukee cites Michael Falbo, education advocate, entrepreneur, as well as business leader. Mr. Falbo is an emeritus UW Systems Regent, serving for 11 years, which is a fairly long time, as a Regent, and also leading the board as president of the Board of Regents from 2013 to 2015. He spent 4 decades in the banking industry, building larger and more financially diverse companies, which I think was also during a difficult financial time. He was previously chairman of the Associated Bank Community Development and affiliate of the Associate Bank Corporation. Mr. Falbo is the former chairman and CEO of State Financial Services, which was the 5th largest bank holding company in Wisconsin. After returning from Vietnam in 1970, and Mike, again, thank you for your service, Mr. Falbo began his college education at UW Parkside. Those formative years, combined with his banking experience and service to the UW System Board of Regents, contributed to Mr. Falbo becoming an influential advocate for higher education and economic strength through learning. Mr. Falbo also earned his Bachelor of Science degree in Business and Accounting from the University of Parkside and is a graduate of the University of Wisconsin-Madison's Graduate School of Banking. He is an honorary alum of UWM. So, Chancellor Moni, I am very happy and I'm very proud to present Michael Falbo for the honorary degree Doctor of Entrepreneurship.
Upon recommendation of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee and by the authority vested in me, I am pleased to confer upon you, Michael Falbo, the honorary degree Doctorate of Entrepreneurship. I must say a couple of quick things about Mr. Falbo, now Dr. Falbo, and in fact Dr. Falbo, because yesterday he had at UW Parkside an honorary degree conferred upon him there, and I believe, to our knowledge, he's the first and only person to have received 2 honorary degrees at the same time from 2 UW institutions. Johannes Britz, I understand that Dr. Falbo also is your golf instructor.
I will not comment on that, Chancellor Moni.
Please continue with the honorary degree portion of our ceremony.
Thank you, Chancellor Moni. Happy to do so. I now call upon Dean Kim Litvak of the College of Nursing to bring forward our 4th and final honorary degree recipient, Belinda Pittman. So at Chancellor Moni, the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee cites Belinda Pittman, mentor, advisor, mental health advocate, and protector of families. I thought that was very well said. Ms. Pittman is the founder and the executive director of Nia Imani, and I hope I say this correctly, Family Incorporated, a groundbreaking non-profit on Milwaukee's north side that provides critical services to women with histories of trauma, poverty, addiction, violence, abuse, as well as homelessness. And that's what I thought again about a protector of families. She has pioneered recovery and healing practices for those living with similar post-traumatic disorders that impacted military veterans. And since 1994, Ms. Pittman's services provision has included evidence-based and pioneering approaches in a translational housing facility for young women and their children. Self-educated, Ms. Pittman's work has been validated repeatedly with statistics showing how damaging and widespread developmental trauma really is. Her practice, which is known today as trauma-based care, are endorsed by university neuroscientists and mental health physicians. She is absolutely devoted to helping mothers and children re-script their lives and escape a downward social as well as economic spiral. Ms. Pittman's work has been featured in local media, and rightly so, but also nationally broadcast on the 60-minute news program. So, Chancellor Moni, I'm also very glad and very proud to present Belinda Pittman for the honorary degree, Doctor of Community Health.
Thank you, Provost Britz. Upon recommendation of the faculty at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee and by the authority vested in me by the UW System Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon you, Belinda Pittman, an honorary degree. We need more leaders, absolutely more leaders, to help our community like Belinda Pittman. Oprah Winfrey has recognized her greatness on that 60-minute segment and has reached out, and they've had wonderful conversations about Oprah's contributions and what she can do to help advance the work of Nia Imani House. I have to tell you also that Oprah's stepsister graduated from UW-Milwaukee, and she was in the audience not too long ago, like you, and really enjoyed her time here. So it's wonderful to have those connections, and especially the type of recognition of the type of work that's done by Belinda Shipman and her team. At this point, we're about to begin the most anticipated and important part of today's programs. It's where we recognize you, our graduates. How about that? The important part of today. We have 4 volunteers who make up a vital portion of this program. These people are the ones who read the graduates' names. Trust me, this is not a job for the faint of heart. I'd like to thank our readers for their help today. They're Andrea Azarian, Gabby Durantes, Jean Salzer, and Jim Schmidt. Let's hear it for them in advance of the great work they're going to do. A final word for all of our ceremony participants. To make today's program as meaningful to the last graduate to walk across the stage as to the first, I really request that you, after you receive your degree, you respectfully return to your seat for the remainder of the ceremony. It means an awful lot to everyone here. Your fellow graduates and I thank you in advance for this consideration on this day of shared celebration. Now, parents and friends, this is a final word of instruction to you as well. You may have been asked by your graduate to keep it down, not to shout or cheer too much. But please know that as Chancellor, I do outrank your graduates. So this request is hereby overruled, and do not hesitate to show your appreciation for their accomplishment. That's it. I now call upon Provost Johannes Britz to begin the process of awarding our academic degrees. Johannes.
Thank you, Chancellor. I'm looking forward to this part. I call now upon the Interim Dean of the Graduate School, Jason Pusgar, who will present candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Physical Therapy, as well as Doctor of Nursing Practice.
Thank you, Provost Britz. Candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Physical Therapy, and Doctor of Nursing Practice will please rise. Please rise. Chancellor Mone, these scholars have devoted years of intensive work to graduate study and research. In addition, they have defended dissertations and clinical projects which have been accepted by faculty committees as substantial contributions to knowledge in their respective fields. Therefore, upon recommendation of the Graduate Faculty Committee and by vote of the Board of Regents, they are presented for the highest academic recognition within the gift of the university, the doctoral degree.
Thank you. You have completed the requirements for your doctorate, and on recommendation of the Graduate Faculty Committee and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the UW System Board of Regents, I admit you to the appropriate doctor's degree. In testimony thereof, come forward at the direction of the marshals with your escort and receive your diploma and the emblem of your achievement, your academic hood. Due to ongoing COVID concerns, we are foregoing handshaking this year. Instead, we will salute our graduates with a fist pump, thumbs up, or by holding up a sign or other gestures. I think we're doing both.
Da-Ching Zhong, escorted by Ching Hon Yang, Biological Sciences, College of Letters and Science.
Go Shang Yang, Doctor of Nursing Practice, escorted by Ann Dressel.
Rukaya Al-Dubiani, escorted by Hanyoni Park, Linguistics, College of Letters and Science.
Ebony Gray, Doctor of Nursing Practice, escorted by Carol Klingbill.
Rachel Conrad, escorted by Mark McBride, Biological Sciences, College of Letters and Science.
Caitlin Marie Klemowitz-Berry, Doctor of Nursing Practice, escorted by Jean Erickson.
Gainbi Park, escorted by Senwang Shu, Geography, College of Letters and Science.
Thank you. Samuel Adam Maurice, Educational Psychology, escorted by David Klingbill and Hyungbun Kwan.
Renee Scampini, escorted by Ann Bonds, Urban Studies, College of Letters and Science.
Bridget Brinkman, Educational Psychology, escorted by Kyungbun Kwan.
Susan Wade, escorted by Margaret Newton, Department of History, College of Letters and Science.
Janae Ellen Tier, Educational Psychology, escorted by Kyonbun Kwan.
Jacob Grochin, escorted by Erica Young, Biological Sciences, College of Letters and Science.
Lauren Xiaoling Mascari, Educational Psychology, escorted by Nadia Fuad.
Rashid Roni, escorted by Alexander Arnold, Department of Chemistry, College of Letters and Science.
Matthew Kessler, Psychology, escorted by Nadia Fuad.
Rajdeep Virdi, escorted by David Frick, Department of Chemistry, College of Letters and Science.
Kyle Resch, Urban Education, escorted by Nancy Rice.
Masaki Ikuta, escorted by Jun Chang, Department Engineering, College of Engineering and Applied Science.
Ben Traeger, Urban Education, escorted by Marie Sandy.
Libby Ives, escorted by John Isbell, Geosciences, College of Letters and Science.
Melissa Block-Meyer, Urban Education, escorted by Cheryl Baldwin.
Kyle Henricks, escorted by Richard Grusin, Department of English, College of Letters and Science.
Molly Ann Wolk, Urban Education, escorted by Leanne Evans.
Mohamed Kandil, escorted by Rio Amano, College of Engineering and Applied Science.
Aaron Edgington, Urban Education, escorted by Deanne Winker.
Maysam Rasai, escorted by Nathan Salowitz, College of Engineering and Applied Science.
Mary Jessen, Public Health, escorted by Emmanuel Ngui.
Aparna Deshmukh, escorted by Konstantin Sobolev, College of Engineering and Applied Science.
Bernadette Ikwu-Biela Ukwu, Public Health, escorted by Emmanuel Ngui.
Assam Ela Askorji, escorted by Al Gabampur and Farhazna Elanskorji, College of Engineering and Applied Science.
Masa Mardi Karem, Management Science, escorted by Dean Chari.
Oh no.
Michael Kempfert, escorted by Habib Tabatabai, College of Engineering and Applied Science.
Hunyang Yang, Architecture, escorted by Dean Frank.
Xiao Peng Min, escorted by Yin Wang, College of Engineering and Applied Science. Yale Wang, escorted by Hujin Cheng, Engineering, College of Engineering and Applied Science. Mary Ejiwale, escorted by Susan McRoy, Medical Informatics, College of Engineering and Applied Science. Nushin Fesharaki, escorted by Wendy Huddleston, Health Sciences. Jennifer Lynn Thorpe, escorted by Jennifer Earl Bame, Health Sciences. Kemery Jean Sigmund, escorted by Jennifer Earl Bame, Kinesiology, College of Health Sciences. Gary Jean-Pierre, escorted by Brian Armstrong, Engineering, College of Engineering and Applied Sciences. Mei-Ling He, escorted by Wilkestar Otieno, Engineering, College of Engineering and Applied Sciences.
So let's give another round of applause to the doctoral degree recipients. So Chancellor Moni, Interim Dean Pushkar will now award the master's degrees and education specialist degrees to candidates who have fulfilled the degree requirements.
Candidates for the terminal degree of Master of Fine Arts, Master of Architecture, Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, Master of Human Resources and Labor Relations, Master of Liberal Studies, Master of Library and Information Science, Master of Music, Master of Nursing, Master of Public Administration, Master of Public Health, Master of Science, Master of Social Work, Master of Sustainable Peacebuilding, and Master of Urban Planning, and Educational Specialist degree in School Psychologist will please rise. Chancellor Moni, I present these candidates for a second, third, or terminal degree in their respective fields. Upon recommendation of the Graduate Faculty Committee and by vote of the Regents, they are eligible for admission to their appropriate degree.
Thank you, Dean Puskar. You have completed the requirements for the appropriate master's or specialist degrees. On recommendation of the Graduate Faculty Committee and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, I admit you to the appropriate master's and specialist degrees. In testimony thereof, please come forward and receive your diploma when directed by the marshals.
School of Information Studies, Nathan Lau.
School of Architecture and Urban Planning, William Adams.
Zhao Wang.
School of Freshwater Sciences, Emma Mead.
Joey Barr.
Manuel Santos Giuseppe Villaverde.
Javier Antonio Nunez.
Nathan Herr.
Patricia Apanasquio.
College of Health Sciences, Allison Schwark.
Andrew Kellerman.
Michaela Van Handel.
Michelle Jonro.
Caitlin Bath.
Caitlin Staubin.
Carissa Kolpeck.
Anna Harto.
Hannah Frank.
Alex Breen.
Nalima Gatiari Devuvrapali.
Nora Hinaway.
Taylor Parks.
Stephen Richard Wolfgang Gilman.
Brenda Steinert.
Megan Sorensen.
Sarah Dewar.
Rosie Francis.
Daniel Jones.
The College of Engineering and Applied Science, Anika Tasnim.
Tuan Lee.
Pramiti Chakraborty.
Madison Elson.
Devesh Sachudirna.
Christy Wallen.
Rahul Kandagi.
Katie Phillips.
Aniru Fole.
Nicole Jagaman.
Thomas Larson.
Catherine Neve.
Milo Arfar La Rishad.
Nicole Thomas.
The Sheldon B. Lubar School of Business, Eric Garrett.
Caitlin Elvers.
Jennifer Benau Waza Bennett.
John Patrick Swanson.
Sharif Hawk.
Cassandra Bowman.
Jennifer Marie Colburn.
Virginia Grayway.
Dan McLendon.
Abriana Privetti.
Erica Herrera.
Emily Johnson.
Ashkaya Naga Surunda.
Mackenzie Haymauer.
Titus Raybold.
Lindsay Skinner.
Erica Marie Duger.
Sarah Siambor.
Chloe Gaines.
Caitlin Whirl.
Monique Miller.
Monica Mayuth.
Melissa Nat Bush.
Sarah Kilpella.
Keith Liebel.
Stephanie Tkachik.
Kayla Knightsky.
Caitlin Ann McCoy.
Sarah Putnam.
Helen Bader School of Social Welfare.
Melissa Warning.
Haley Ann Sackett.
Kevin Xiong.
Deshauna Turner Smith.
Brooke Caitlin Kazaza.
Ashley Sedino.
Jacob Kelderman.
Shadan Sirwan.
Grant Saylor.
Elizabeth Lorilla.
Marie Silva.
Orlando F. Verdesa.
Andrew Bush.
Andrew Gordon.
Bethany Pitts.
Jessica Laughlin.
Michael Smith.
Elizabeth Ediker.
Michael Kolnick.
Laura Dahl.
Bhumigar Walla. Clara Ewell.
Kathleen Leaner Rash.
Stephen Case.
Rakaya Williams.
Ayomida Moturawa Kinawa.
Allison Linsmeyer.
Ali Diaby.
Jenna McDade.
Ashton Hawksworth.
Nadia Moreno.
Brianna Cotton.
Giovanna Gilmore.
C. Vang.
Corinne Nelomes.
Abigail Schrader.
Savannah Adlam.
Jessica Valent.
Lauren Hiddle.
Elizabeth Wynn.
Hannah Sky Kirk.
Elizabeth Simonovich.
Mariah Cruz Alice.
Jasmitha Reddy Kovaru.
Subi Matthew.
Gyopi Vlad Palali.
Leah Giuliani.
Siddharth Sinha.
Patrice Russell Simpson.
Vikas Khanna.
Nancy Martinez.
Ashwara Pais.
Catherine Hennekins.
Kiranjot Gill.
Malik Bentley.
Mohit Sakhuja.
Jalea Wesley.
Akath Proda.
Jody Janelle Rawson. Nicole Barbian.
Nisha Prabhajaj.
Kayla Nelson.
College of Letters and Science. Jamila Wilson and John Brady Sims accepting a posthumous degree in honor of their sister, Naomi Wilson.
Kayla Genver. Naomi Noble. Grace Mariah Leah Eigel Rykoff.
Amy Zick.
Kelly Munoz.
Angie Amea Lesoa, Rakotu Malala Fanibri, Hari Nuguru.
Ooh. Amy Taylor.
Samir Aluwani.
Lee Klein.
Katrina Russell.
Courtney Herges.
Julia Raup.
Julianne Hyatt.
Bethany Kleinhans.
Rachel Jacobson.
Danielle Passwaters.
Audra Attaway.
Jennifer Lucan.
Majala Balde.
Daniel Harrigan.
School of Education. Jason Anderson.
Andrew Shendul.
Casey Campbell.
Jonathan Kelly.
Beverly Bonds. Uniqua Janae Adams. Andrew Buck. Clayton Burt. Meredith Head. Tamarika Exum. Austin Yang. Alexandra Ostrom. Nicole Otto. Bradley Bessler. Victoria McNeil. Alexandra Campos. Max Thiede. Bonjoy Stanowski. Robbie Teal. Amber Chavez. Brenda Vasquez Carranza. Amanda Hayes. Afnan Wajdi Ismail. Brittany Mayer. Mark Matinaire. Megan Monique Johnson. Natalia Margaret Smart. Jason Thoreau. Joseph J. Zilber, School of Public Health. Salah Al-Segami. Madika Arshad. Alexandria Cohn. Aaron Hector Camacho. Catherine Asher. Christopher Luchterhand.
So let's give a round of applause to the master's degree graduates. So, Chancellor Moni, we now come actually to the part of the program that tends to actually become even louder. Because it is that part that recognizes those candidates who have completed their studies leading to the bachelor's degree or an associate degree. So now I am called upon Dean Nancy Frank of the School of Architecture and Urban Planning to introduce her graduates. Nancy, over there.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Architectural Studies will please rise. Chancellor Moni, I present these students. They've completed their course requirements, and upon recommendation of the faculty of the School of Architecture and Urban Planning and by vote of the Regents, they are presented for their degree. Candidates, please be seated.
Thank you, Nancy. Now I call upon Interim Dean Kevin Hartman of the Milton and Lillian Peck School of the Arts. Kevin.
Candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Fine Arts, our next generation of artists, creators, arts educators, and performers will please rise. Chancellor Moni, these candidates have completed their course requirements, and upon recommendation of the faculty of the Peck School of the Arts and by vote of the Regents, they are presented for their degrees. Candidates, please be seated.
Thank you, Kevin, for a creative introduction. And now I call upon Dean Kaushal Chari of the Sheldon B. Lubar School of Business to introduce his graduates.
Candidates for the degree Bachelor of Business Administration will please rise. Chancellor Moni, these candidates have completed their course requirements, and upon recommendation of the faculty of the Sheldon B. Lubar School of Business and by the vote of the Regents, they are presented for the degree. Candidates, please be seated.
Thank you, Dean Kaushal. And now I call upon Interim Dean Tina Freiberger of the School of Education to introduce her graduates. Tina.
Candidates for the Bachelor of Science in School of Education, please rise. Chancellor Mone, these candidates have completed their course requirements, and upon recommendation of the faculty of the School of Education and by vote of the regents, they are presented for their degrees. Candidates, please be seated.
Thank you, Tina. And now I call upon Dean Brett Peters of the College of Engineering and Applied Sciences to do a presentation of his students. Brett.
Candidates for Bachelor of Science degrees in the College of Engineering and Applied Science, please rise and be heard. Chancellor Mone, these rowdy and talented engineers and computer scientists are poised to use their analytical training and innovative spirit to go forth and change the world. Whereas they have completed their rigorous course requirements, been recommended by our outstanding college faculty, and approved by the Board of Regents, I am proud to present them for their appropriate degrees. Candidates, please be seated.
Thank you, Dean Brett. Again, without any script, appreciate that. And now I call upon Dr. Jay Kapelush, Professor and Chair of the Department of Rehab Sciences in the College of Health Sciences, to present their graduates.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelors of Science in the College of Health Sciences, please rise. Chancellor Mone, these exceptional candidates have completed their course requirements, and upon recommendation of the faculty of the College of Health Sciences and by vote of the regents, they are presented for their degrees. Candidates, please be seated.
Thank you, Jay. Now I call upon Senior Associate Dean Dietmar Wolfram of the School of Information Studies to present his graduates. Dietmar.
Thank you, Provost Britz. Candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Information Science and Technology will please rise. Chancellor Mone, these candidates have completed their course requirements, and upon recommendation of the faculty of the School of Information Studies, the original and largest I-school in Wisconsin, and by vote of the regents, they are presented for their degree. Candidates, please be seated.
Thank you, Dietmar. And now I call upon Dean Scott Gruner of the College of Letters and Sciences to introduce his candidates.
Will the candidates for Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science in the College of Letters and Science please rise and be recognized? Chancellor Mone, these terrific students have persevered through difficult times and passed all the rigorous requirements of their degrees. Upon the recommendation of the outstanding faculty of the College of Letters and Science and the vote of the Board of Regents, I present them to you for their degrees. Candidates, please be seated.
Thank you, Dean Scott. And I now call upon Dean Kim Litvak of the College of Nursing. Kim.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the College of Nursing, please rise. Chancellor Mone, at a time when we need nurses now more than ever, these candidates have completed their course requirements and are ready to join the healthcare workforce. Upon recommendation of the faculty of the College of Nursing and by vote of the Board of Regents, they are presented for their degree. Candidates, please be seated.
Thank you, Dean Kim. And now I call upon Dean Tina Freiberger of the Helen Bader School of Social Welfare. Tina.
Candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in the Helen Bader School of Social Welfare, please rise. Chancellor Mone, these candidates have completed their course requirements, and upon recommendation of the faculty of the Helen Bader School of Social Welfare and by vote of the Regents, they are presented for their degree. Candidates, please be seated.
Thank you, Tina. And now I call upon Dean Simon Bronner of the College of General Studies. Simon.
Candidates for the degree of Associate of Arts and Sciences in the College of General Studies with dynamic campuses in Waukesha and Washington County, please rise. Chancellor Mone, these candidates have completed their course requirements, and upon recommendation of the faculty of the College of General Studies and by vote of the Regents, they are presented for their degree. Candidates, please be seated.
And then Chancellor Mone, thank you, Simon. I ask for Dean Amy Harley from the Zober School of Public Health to present her candidates.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Public Health in the Zilber School of Public Health will please rise. Chancellor Mone, these candidates have completed their course requirements, and upon recommendation of the faculty of the only accredited School of Public Health in the state of Wisconsin, and by the vote of the Regents, they are presented for their degree. Candidates, please be seated.
Thank you, Amy. Will all candidates for the bachelor's and associate degree please rise? So, Chancellor Mone, these outstanding and brilliant candidates from the several schools and colleges here at UWM have been presented by the respective deans for their appropriate degrees.
It is wonderful. You have completed the requirements of your responsive and respective degrees. Therefore, upon recommendation of the various faculties and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the UW System Board of Regents, I admit you to the bachelor's degrees and associate degree appropriate to the courses that you have completed. In testimony thereof, you may come forward and receive your diploma when you're so directed by the marshals. Until then, please be seated.
College of Letters and Science, Kaylee Simon.
School of Architecture and Urban Planning, Alec Mazer.
Gina Malone.
Samuel Corey.
Sophie Fournier.
Malik Parker.
Chufeng Tao.
Mason Abu Jabbar.
Cambria Mishki.
Dania Almograbi.
Lena Hoffman.
Duncan McLaughlin.
Jennifer Stanislawski.
Benjamin Robert Casey.
Melissa Mickelson.
Jonathan Piverall.
Andrew Beshik.
Jack Bertram.
Kiara Liz Rosado Ruiz.
Michael William Hauser.
Brianna Schubert.
Luis Lopez.
Grayson Sewell.
Corbin Hofling.
Matthew Gotch.
Benjamin Zurin.
Catherine Schmel.
Luis Sanchez.
Alan Young.
Isabel Hanley.
Sydney Masterhazy.
Jacob Wolfield.
Mario Krapak.
Keaton Verstein.
Connor Angeli.
Peck School of the Arts. Isidore Alvarez Ascosta.
Dane Sell.
Courtney Myers.
Tabitha Brezak.
Cole Carter Wright.
Sandra Ibrahim.
Audrey Cooper.
Sierra Stessel.
Malpunzer Yang.
Nathaniel James Taylor.
Samantha Gill.
Danielle Pitlick.
Nafa Naji.
Sarah Whalen.
Sierra Schuler.
Chase Wiesling.
Alexandra Sky Garvins.
Haley Jasinski.
Jessica Woolridge.
Trent Bolden.
Catherine Vandervelden.
Raymond Cousins Jr.
Cecilia Stadler.
Corey Richoff.
Allison Atwood Smith.
Taisung Chow.
Andrew Montano.
Colin Michael Goyet.
Miranda Russ.
Emily Carvajal.
Ian Wasserman.
Leanne Grayler.
Saren Pellet.
Rachel Colt.
Olivia Moulter.
Morgan Moore.
Lauren Robertson.
Miguel Gonzalez.
Aisha Spencer.
Lily Klingsporn.
Soyoung Chang.
Melanie Vianis.
Adam Holbus.
Benjamin Stern.
Paula Patricia Lovo.
Leanna Nicole Fowler.
Andrew Rio.
Ariana Nicole Ball.
Lexi Marie Porras.
Latrice Jamia Benford.
Marissa Jean Tenhaken.
Sage Simonette.
Cameron DeYoung.
Jacob Anderson.
Yi Kung Tao.
Triviana Meeks.
Cindy Carmona Baradas.
Annie Sheard.
Pablo Novali Urdanza.
Jane Rogers.
Ryan O'Connor.
Genevieve Harper.
Megan Maurer.
Grace Whelan.
Natalie Dare.
Olivia Hippis.
Brandon Miller.
Olivia Levine Gallerup.
Sam Kirby.
Jacob Stanley Yarbrough.
Avery Pelakudis.
Audrey Oscar.
Chloe Otella.
Sharice Jennings.
Elena Perry.
Connor Dalkey.
Rujan Huang.
Jordan White.
Marissa Davies.
Kendra Hirth.
Mac Klingbeil.
Brianna Adamovich.
Shannon Whiting.
Adam Rimkus.
Samantha Zizi.
Morgan Alwert.
Jolene Lorelei Morales.
Samantha Annalise Lawrence.
Gavin Butler.
Shannon Lochran.
Kevin Haranathan.
Chance Lacombe.
Brian Mercado Garcia.
Madison Arnson.
Antonio Brown.
Krista Michaels.
Tristan Adams.
Irina Berard.
Billy E. Ware.
Valerie Christine Soli.
Shelby McDougald.
Kobe Brian Brown.
Camille Collins. Kaylee Craze.
Alexis Evans.
Luke Daniels.
College
Daniel
of
Leon.
Nursing, B. Yang.
Daniel Leon.
Kayla Soplata.
Adina Eden Espinosa Bird.
Marissa Backus.
Patricia Breckler.
Jenna Miller.
Christina Vondrak.
Natalie Sinclair.
Alexa Ann Safer.
Timothy Haggerty.
Olivia Lefebvre.
Tiffany Vang.
Morgan Ortlieb.
Janea Cruz Bautista.
Olivia Louise Wood.
Millicent Joan Reyes.
Catherine Feltmeyer.
Waleed Mahmoud.
Jamie Skawura.
Michael Robinson.
Morgan Shemansky.
Madeline Valentine.
Regina Moran.
Libby Kunponchis.
Samantha Schultz.
Caitlin Brown.
Jessica Pearl.
Aaliyah Wooten.
Kiera Riles.
Casey Crement.
Carly Miner.
Nicole Williams.
Trisha May Manalanson.
Josie Daling.
Jessica Dundun.
Sierra Olson.
Zane Wolke.
Hannah Albert.
Samuel Ward.
Joelle Kohler.
Dina Youssef.
Miranda Peterson.
Dara Campaign.
Kabir Bukhari.
Time Heath Lovell.
McKenna Kojis.
Hafez Osman bin Ramlan.
Yingvaiwa Myra.
Jacinda Binner.
Tyler Theodore Richard Marsh.
Gia Kostopoulos.
Sage Steiner.
Grace Ann Ingham.
Allie Schweinberg.
Peyton Biochochin.
Danielle Cayero.
Cameron Boyd.
Brooke Bowman.
Jamie Winstead.
Veronica Vijo.
Samantha Slominski.
Molly Brenner.
Abigail Van Laer.
Kayla Miller.
Marianne Royaban.
Caitlin Marie Barker.
Melinda Ricks.
Allison Ezop.
Lily Mason.
Kayla Justus.
Emily Stein.
Kayla Zimmerman.
Skylar Phillips.
Kimberly Lorenz.
Alexandra Barnard.
Hallie Corey.
Abigail Childs.
Kendra Fertowski.
Agnes Lopez Flores.
Cara Pedigo.
Samantha Lynn Margison.
Natalie Weinstein.
Sharita Booker.
Jamie Wright.
Darius Hayes.
Yusuk Lee.
Sage Voiles.
Rihaj Gasson.
Lauren Barr.
Majda Tabit.
Mia Palmer.
Fatima Ali.
Jarek Daybush.
Matilda Hansen Hoopman.
James Aiden Burling.
Sumitra Rai.
Jared Kellner.
Emily Viawan.
Anna Dragata.
Tanya Miller.
Eduardo Pantoja Juarez.
Sangchin Par.
Shay Smetana.
Emily Neiman.
Alyssa Callfirst.
Caitlin Weber.
Wilfredo Menendez Reyes.
Angela Renee Jones.
John Michael Mikulski.
Anna Stofflet.
Emily Berzicki.
Madison Renee Kaminsky.
Yukiko Weiss.
Tessa Rogan.
Mallory Wallace.
Riley Ann Eichstadt.
Carson Heinze.
Shellyan Rumble.
Karen Gutierrez.
Robert Hansen.
Catherine Michael Ruffalo.
Patricia Jordan.
Kaylee Phillips.
Jessica Adora Ikanse.
Brielle Poland.
Kayla Marie Arkema.
Julia Barajas.
Adam Garib.
Yuritsi Madrigal.
Nocifo Releboil Moniz.
Jasper Appleton.
Thomas Ila Uzo.
Michaela Benson Smith.
Natalie Faye Barrett.
Abby Thies.
McKinley Ann Ryder.
Dahlia Jabber.
Elizabeth Catherine Emery.
Dylan Gross.
Alexis Kennedy.
Aminata Wyatt Ningham.
Hyvette Gonzalez.
Kayla Williams.
Kaylee Trinka.
Hannah Fleming.
Abigail Garnhart.
Isabel Corpella.
Maria Burke.
Jessica Kropp.
Constance Winyubo.
Ona Weber.
Johnny View.
Laura Griffiths.
Mira Jolie.
Spencer Dane Tyson.
The College of Engineering and Applied Science. Evan Axtell.
Anna Marshman.
Arwa Amin Al-Siyami.
Taylor Barch.
Carmela Cortez III.
Sydney Sivright.
Samuel Gaspar.
Craig Scott.
Jonathan Benitez.
Alexis Derricks.
Alex Seinfeld.
Hannah Vaness.
Amina Saeed.
Cheyenne Coran.
Nathan Webster.
Gabriela Gomez.
Anthony Gallegos.
Mariah Maldonado.
Ryan Lemus Cruz.
Walid Hamad.
Eric Rico Sanchez.
Caitlin Casper.
Samuel Lee.
Adam Murphy.
Cody Endries.
Matthew Gerges.
Jacob Dobratz.
Sarah Olson.
Terry Delaney.
Emily Pfeiffer.
Ian Sanderson.
Clarissa Walker.
Dakota Dasho.
Sofia Elena Rodriguez.
Drew Holland.
Teresa Bell.
Georgia Stanzik.
Samuel Hunsberger.
Vlado Knezik.
Jarrett Matt Miller.
Jad Khalid Al Nasser.
Dana Gavin.
Ahmad Tassin Jabbar.
Adam Moshinsky.
Connor Millen.
Thomas Hoffman.
Annalise Tucker. Mitchell Murray.
Dakota Graham Teholkan Hill.
Eric Veal.
Taylor Field.
Suni Bandari.
Caroline Tegens.
Anthony Nicolini.
Chelsea Inachuregi.
Maxwell Lowry.
Daniel Gugg.
Edward Goyao.
Andrew Welban.
Carmen Hillerman.
Lucero Romero.
Anna McCulo.
Joshua Rongai.
Jacob Bay.
Marie Ferres.
Annabelle Fritz.
Larissa Rungholt.
Jared Kedenhoven.
Jonathan Rosario Murillo.
Owen Manzma.
Sydney Thompson.
Robert Olizo.
Jessica Isabel Lopez.
Gil Anozi.
Elizabeth Fix.
Kong Sheng Tao.
McKenna Seafeld.
Vanessa Osterberg.
Cassandra Kanoyer,
Alina Urbanski,
Moira Sullivan,
Abdul Rahman Dongwa,
Megan Judy Pulvermaker,
Guy Vu,
Marissa Mataki,
Josiah Hilden,
Jay Stahl,
Kendrick Von Lingnau,
Brianna Denk,
Amjad Abdulbea,
Hannah Adams,
Murtada El Aswad,
Andrea Stelt,
Harrison Gieske,
Kurt Getchell,
Matt Boswell, Peter Ubagaba,
Shanquia Mays,
Mariana Adams,
Rafael Arellano,
Benjamin Stamatis,
Anaí Romero,
Jonas Wells,
Brejan Ferguson,
Brandon Nowicki,
Sedgwick Lamont Smith Jr.,
Matthew Regg,
Grace Eileen Robinson,
Lomang Lor,
Talia Olson,
Young Dai Tran,
Richard Kearns,
Noah Ratzberg,
Abigail Johnson,
Mitchell John Ronsman,
Hannah Bukowitz,
Isaac Putzer,
Omar Lamnari,
Charles Lanning,
Elise Novitsky,
Sina Jafari,
Alan Hanna,
Carson Galodzi,
Margot Peterson,
Alec Surma,
Melissa Hambley,
Silas Bruin,
David Shaw,
Jacob Brett Farr Bosley,
Alexandria Macht,
Amir Al-Khadi,
Caitlin Woldansky,
Trevor Wenzel,
Alyssa Gusserson,
Monroe Dean,
Skylar Behrens,
Ryan Donald,
Gianna Passioni,
Ramon Santos,
Alexis Walters,
Brock Benke,
Nee Tran,
Kevin Hopkins, Kaijing Shong,
School of Information Studies, Everardo Amendaris,
Adam Rego,
C.L. McGee,
Abdullah Noman,
Burhan Udin Khan,
Noah Mithun,
Michael Long Chang,
Sam Nolinsky,
Nicholas Davies,
Thomas Jankowski,
Nathan Tao,
Oliver Arena,
Shazad Bamla,
Spencer Ladd,
Silvia Arellano,
Joseph O'Hara,
Emmeline Bateman,
Hayden Ulrich,
Isidor Manuel,
Andrew Hughes,
Deontay Jones,
Nathan Abel,
John Thompson,
Brick Durin,
Jake Rainick,
John Becker,
David Swanson,
Kate Doe,
Neng Mua,
Luke Dritlin,
Christopher Pomeroy,
Israel Montelongo,
Marlena Hamrin,
Eli Ramirez,
Shelby Bartels,
Tin Win,
Ashta Patel,
Jose Villalba,
Joshua Insori,
Tekmesh Edwardson,
Joe Geshkowitz,
Javion Mosley,
Andrew Charles Curti,
Zaris Bigas,
Maurice David Shepard,
Kortvit Lee,
Chamong Lo,
Alexander Donahue,
Malik Grissett,
Chris Whita,
Nabil Yarkan,
Jefferson Yang,
Delvante Stokes,
Nathan David Carlson,
Mishari Jamal Al-Galhandi,
Sam Presser,
Jacob Garvins,
Jared Raska,
Michelle Pulakos,
Noah Schrader,
Marcos Manuel Lopez,
Michael Winters,
Simon Rosalski.
Nathan Hill.
Austin Keene.
Crystal Shelton.
Nicholas Ward.
William Barrera.
Saikirthana Chitha Jalu.
Mohammed Mohi Alshas.
Austin Guzman.
Husan Ali Asawad.
Dwayna Sparks.
Lukman Arya.
Kayeng Sheng.
Ahmed Alawad.
Nancy Lee.
Jennifer Daler.
Timothy Scruggs.
Ryan Zebal.
Helen Bader School of Social Welfare. Nawal Buamer.
Alexander Olson.
Vida Ichauregi.
Joshua Clister.
Abigail Page.
Mitchell Hiring.
Deja Monique Galbraith.
Austin Schmidt.
Nicole Lee Taliff.
Austin Richard Podella.
Danielle Burrell.
Michael DeClean.
Shanaria Walker.
J.C. DeBoer.
Kayla Jones.
Mitchell Gibson.
Taylor Riddle.
Megan Coker.
Alexis Cruz Casas.
Grant Adams.
Ruth Caballero Manson.
Raymond Greco.
Emma Lewis.
Benjamin Bertians.
Casey Campbell.
Jonathan Paul.
Jessica Ann Markham.
Thomas Ostrenga.
Kiana Bentley.
Charles Radomusky.
Marissa Hartzell.
Eric Clark.
Joanna Storm.
Skylar Gulke.
Nicole Foisey.
Rania Algandi.
Dua Jaber.
Anden Lambutik.
May Allen.
Lubar School of Business. Paula Duran Garcon.
Nomi Yarber.
Christina Boyd.
Jennifer Robinson.
Brian Jordan.
Ramon Rivera.
Samira.
Morelia Jocelyn Blanco Rincon.
Jennifer Guerrero.
Zachary Bell.
Julia De La Cruz.
Nicole Stork.
Ismael Kumel.
Latasha Young.
Daniel Fay.
Richard Eron Serna Romero.
Joe Grahams.
Robin Ellis.
Abigail Hammonds.
Casey Christosick.
Janelli Perez.
Regina Scott.
Mallory Ostrander.
Craig Richter.
Brooklyn Willoughby.
Trevor Russell.
Quinn Wayork.
Cameron Harris.
Timothy Camille.
Samantha Watts.
Broderick Toomey.
Brianna Shu.
Molly Hanson.
Lexi Thede.
Punjai Sang.
Zoe Stack.
Tuyi Mangmua.
JD Anderson.
Emily Wood.
Heather Polinsky.
Emily Burkholtz.
Jocelyn Liliana Martinez.
Brady Wedvick.
Sam X. Collison.
Olivia Rice.
Hakeem Thornton.
Rochelle St. Louis.
Courtney Capel.
John Zimmerman.
Sydney C. Wachuku.
Sam Stelter.
Carolina Arteaga.
Theo Farniva Georgia Konstantakis.
Haley Schwingle.
Taquan Campbell.
Jade Cornelius Davan.
Ciara Pond.
Danya Abu Saif.
Benjamin Joseph Sinens.
Sharia Green.
Emily Barnes.
Ariel Stewart.
Isaac Campos.
Lillian Livingston.
Alana Stark.
Lexis Zarn.
Linda Rivera.
Viet Vo.
Bradley Manor.
Hannah Marie Cintron.
Joshua Liam Brennan Meyer.
College of Health Sciences. Monif Al-Sharami.
Hamad Gafar.
Garrett Michael Steinbrink.
Shonyen Lee.
Ona Jatsak.
Tenzin Dorgi.
Shania Gilmore.
Puya Shong.
Aspen Foy.
Dylan Hefty.
Markeisha Thomas.
Brian Nye.
Mia Green.
Owen Wren.
Zach Long.
Tyler Gerds.
Margaret Arts.
Abigail Clements.
Sarah Maxud.
Haruki Toben.
Sabrina Malson.
Robert Pomerenke.
Ariel Rose Pritchett.
Hassan Al-Habib.
Sakshi Malhotra.
Mark Bakula.
Caitlin Ollinger.
John A. Holmes IV.
Deanna Vucinich.
Nova Dine.
Sonia Arteaga.
Abby Vogel.
Taylor Porter.
Cole Suzman.
Gracie Adelmayer.
Josie McKenna.
Rachel Schneider.
Nicole Ashbury.
Inessa Petrochiao.
Braden Hutter.
Jennifer Maldonado.
Luis Lopez Barbosa.
Danielle Peterson.
Teresa Boyce.
Selena Yasmin Rivas.
Riley Tetzloff.
Ayes Ismail.
Jack Gallagher Hercraig.
Hugo Tran.
Rashad Al-Hakimi.
Jay Lore.
Tanner Shaki.
Whitney Ray Mayer.
Jordan Steinegal.
Tyler Torres.
Junji Zhang.
Julia Rice.
Cody Anderson.
Jamie Lynn Vasic.
Kenneth Lohr.
Ian Lee.
Aaron Bang.
Levy Elger.
Kelly Bigelow.
Alicia Orlando.
Sophie Fong.
Isabel Wooler.
Georgia Velkov.
Michael Smargessi.
Catherine Weiss.
Heather Holmes.
Jessica Rudolph.
Eleanor King.
Joseph Arnold Porth.
Zoe Turnbull.
Winnie Lotto.
Jennifer McLanahan.
Sylvia Wessel.
Justin Jinta.
Rico Hennessy.
Marissa Christine Wayman.
Linba Hagbu.
Gabrielle Tao.
Maxwell Aker.
Lee Song.
Danielle Munoz.
Pania Vang.
Ellison Punzel.
Sarah Paluzzi.
Jordan Schwan.
Emily Hall.
Molly Wolf.
Thank you. Bayan Alwinch.
Allison Wilms.
Malik Amir.
Kyle Colehouse.
Nada Noem Marasra.
Mahmoud Fadel Bigstash.
Nini Lore.
Gavin Taylor IV.
Taylor Evan.
Jordan Steffen.
Zane Fisher.
Eric Guerrero Correa.
Cheryl Latham.
Aaron Stikoff.
Danielle Fox.
Julia Guerra Montes.
Dominic Mandela.
Isabella Pasamani.
Clara Nielsen.
Erica Beekle.
Naja Kingsby.
Anika Grogan.
Madison Clapper.
Dayan Davis.
Amanda Predzinski.
Stephen Miguel Swanson.
Tasha Kowalsinski.
Tomas de Jesus.
Jessica Miller.
Ryan Baralamente.
Aya Barakat.
Rachel Hayes.
Elena Demetria Smith.
Ku Thomas Vang.
Ashley Yang.
Michael Collin Lemke.
Ashlyn Foyts.
Monte Braun Crawford.
Shishur Moha.
Ania Tolis.
School of Education. Patricia Ann Cannon.
Weston Meister.
Famo Ali.
Brian Kuchalowski.
Trinette Griffin.
Molly Tao.
Chia Tao.
Magdalene Altman.
Sierra Renee Caroline Mancari.
Austin Clemens.
Kira Hogan.
Tyler Borkowitz.
Sydney Sales.
Sean Farney.
Alexandria Aarons.
Jermaine Ferreira Diaz.
Shannon Clary.
Matthew Hagenjos.
Carisha Snyder.
Andrew Hafman.
Brenna Casey.
Andrew Luca.
Rachel Wees.
Darren Wanta.
Jacqueline Wright.
Evas Morad.
Madeline Truco.
Tiaja Akia Hoy.
Kira Lux.
Marcella Vanu.
Jessica Sorensen.
Kavya Sudhir.
Serena Pestana.
Andrew Neeson.
Alexander Cordero.
Grace Gage Kalkowski.
Hannah Scraw.
Blake Stademan.
Therese Larson.
Brandon Tron Wynn.
Trayvana Sims.
Timothy Jensen III.
Becky Yang.
Kian Avazmani.
Paige Lowe.
Shahil Barut Patel.
Madison Vasquez.
Isabel Jane Cole.
Kaya Tynes.
Megan Jensen.
Mackenzie Barton.
Tristan Koss.
Jordan Schaller.
Michael Vasarea.
Sarah Lubke.
Jovan Stanoyevich.
Mary Kate Artone.
Trywin.
Brianna Hennis.
Alan Unger.
Emily Blinkhorn.
Maria Dragicevic.
Alyssa Still.
Omar Daher.
Kashaya Jennings.
Zain Akbar.
Walker Gosowski.
Harsim Ranjit Singh.
Haley Benke.
Andre Howard.
Madison Finicky.
Tekoa Whitehead.
Megan Engler.
Cherokee LeBeau.
Morgan Engler.
Ahmad Ali Aldawood.
Chloe Wasson.
Munir Mubil Alotaibi.
Thomas Wynn.
Mitchell Rolchin.
Georgianne Langer.
Cameron Mand.
Haley Peterson.
Michael Asueta Yabut.
Shania Daniels.
From the Joseph Zilber School of Public Health, Julia Estefania Arteaga.
Jennifer Esparza. College of General Studies. Angie Morales Colon. Christopher Nieves. Sarah Ayer. Sarah Marino. Leah Beatrice Doherty. Ethan Bentel. Taylor Voles. Sahira Sedillo.
At this point, I ask all bachelor's and associate degrees, all of you recipients, to please rise. So tradition has it that until a degree is conferred, the tassel must fall to the right of the cap. Now that you're graduates, that has changed. I call on all graduates, with the vocal support of everyone gathered here, to please transfer the tassel from the right side over to the left. Now, while they're standing, I would ask all UWM graduates to please rise to the processional. All graduates, please rise. One more round of applause. I hope you're sharing with me the pride that we all feel in these incredibly amazing graduates. This now brings to a close the December 2021 University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee Commencement Program. As the platform party marches out of the hall, I ask the audience to please remain in attendance and that all graduates please remain in their seats until directed by one of the marshals. Thank you all for coming. Have a safe and happy holiday season. And congratulations one more time to the UWM class of 2021. Go Panthers, go Packers.
Thank you.